Hey everybody, this is Jonnydem. I am just hanging out. Uh, I'm hanging out with you. Sorry. Um, yeah. So this is something that I've been trying to. So what was it, a couple nights ago? I had my first stream that was by myself, and I'm not gonna say it was a disaster, but it wasn't great. Because I was really tired. um, and anyway, I was gonna do one. I think that was Friday night. I think, and then Saturday night, or was it? It doesn't matter. What happened was I skipped a night on accident, and then had to skip another night because my plan was to do these on nights that we're not doing a war pod, and we were supposed to do a war pod on Saturday, and that didn't work out. Um, Both Zach and I completely forgot about it until it was too late, and we're like, "Oh shit, we should have done that," but we didn't. No big deal. Um, so I usually have like I don't know 1,000 things going on. I always have projects going on. If you guys have been paying attention to what me and Zach do or have been doing on YouTube, uh, then you'll know about one of the things I used to spend a lot of time doing, which is the YouTube stuff. We used to, we had a Quite Contrary channel, we had the Warlocks channel, which you might be watching on this right now. Um, uh, but anyway, so I always get my hands in all kinds of different projects aside from the YouTube stuff. I got into collecting comics quite heavily. I probably need to slow down on that stuff. Um, I design T-shirts. Every once in a while, I'll start a website for something. I was actually selling my own T-shirt designs on like a print-on-demand type of thing. I also have a profile on T Public. Um, what else? Oh, so one of the things I was doing during the pandemic was I was actually in a coding boot camp, and I was trying to learn some stuff. And now I can do some coding, and I hadn't yet until recently tried to actually build a project that was all my own. That was all my own idea, from scratch. It was always either a school project or I was following a tutorial for something. Um, but what I'm doing now is I actually made a very simple game. I think I talked about it a little bit last time. Um, you guys actually might be able to. So that's my dashboard for that. What I think I can do is just pull it up here so you can see the game in its current form. To do that, let me just go to this place because I know it's here somewhere. Actually, I think I just bookmarked it. But it's a simple game. Like I said, you just click on almost like a shooting range. You're supposed to shoot the bad guys, but not shoot the good guys, type of thing. Excuse me. What did I call it? I know I created a folder for. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. Yeah, ever since I switched over to that screen, I don't think you guys could hear me. Um, let's do this. Okay, so you guys should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that. What I was saying was that this is the first page of the game. Kind of describes what you're doing. It's just clicking the red ones, not clicking the blue ones. I'll show you what happens when you do that. Um, so if you hit a red one and a blue one, you lose a point. Um, you lose a point for hitting the blue, and you gain a point for hitting the red. So if you get red, um, you click next level, and it's all on a timer. So you have only a certain amount of time before you to click them all, and then yeah. So that's pretty much it. The next level, this is that was the next level, but it's not what I'm trying. I'm actually putting some ads in the game. So like once every fifth level or so will be a an ad, and then it's not going to be that long. My goal is just to kind of put out something that I built and have it work. I'll probably put a login page when you first start it up too, and I'm gonna how you when you a lot of places you go to and sign up for accounts these days online, you can just use a Google or Facebook or whatever. So I'm gonna try to put that on there. I did it. I've know kind of how to do it. I did it in a different thing I was doing for school. So gotta add that, but this is just the basics. I also thought about adding like a trivia level or something like that, or maybe a puzzle. What's nice about this is I figured out for the first time how to get this hosted on Amazon Web Services. So that's where it's hosted right now. Yeah, that's the server. I bought a domain, and I had to do that because you have to have it has to be your own domain that you have to register with Google AdWords or whatever to actually put that into the app. Because this is basically just a website. It's I'm using a framework called React, which is built on JavaScript, and React it helps you build single page apps, and that's what this is. And I've got a couple of ideas for other games I want to do. One of them would be I've talked about on the Warpod before, which is like a dating simulator. It'd be like almost like a Tinder, a dating simulator, but with a twist, of course. I'd make it more interesting, like a little more fictional, in that you'd be able to date like maybe do some wild characters. I don't know. That was one thing I talked about. Another thing I haven't talked about, but I do want to do is build almost like a space exploring simulator type app. And that one would be a little more complicated, but the way that it would work is I've just kind of been, rolling it around in my head to see how that would work. But yeah, I'm trying to get all this stuff. I want to create things like this for a couple of different reasons. One of them, I do want to find a job in web development, and to do that, one of the things that people do for a job like that is they build a portfolio. And I want to build some stuff that's my own to put into the portfolio, so I have a better likelihood of getting a job. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second. These little live shows are just a way to help me kind of get back into some social media stuff, get more YouTube stuff. I want to get, kind of build this stuff back up. Zach and I, we were doing pretty good on Quite Contrary, and then we had to push it aside for a bit. Partly because I had a kid who's doing great now. He's almost 2. But anyway, as it can get kind of boring and kind of hard for me to just talk without somebody to talk to. These are never going to be very long when I'm doing them solo. So I'll go ahead. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and get out of here. Stay fresh and funky. I don't know. I've never had a good sign off. Maybe I can experiment with a bunch of them, and then you guys just tell me which one you like the best. All right. Later.